I'm Johnny Price in Greenville, South Carolina, and this is another of our Talking Head film analyses, where we are not so much concerned with how good a movie might be, as we are with the ideas that come out of the movie. Well, I dare say that Act of Valor is unlike any film ever released. Working with a relatively modest budget, co-directors Scott Wall and Mike McCoy enlisted a bunch of active duty Navy SEALs to essentially portray themselves, and in doing so to give us an opportunity to view as realistically as any non-SEAL is likely to ever get to view the work of some of the finest warriors that are out there protecting our country, especially as the war on terror continues. Focusing on one specific team, we watch them set out on a covert mission in order to rescue a kidnapped CIA agent. Now, this sets off a string of subsequent maneuvers as additional intelligence comes in and reveals that there is a deadly terror plot stretching from Chechnya to the Philippines, from Ukraine to Somalia. And the terrorist ring's ultimate goal is to smuggle into the United States, across the U.S.-Mexico border, a number of suicide bombers. The arena of action of the Navy SEALs is global, because the arena of terror of the terrorist is global. And it makes me wonder how many such close calls have been thwarted over the past 10 or 11 years because of the efforts, the courage, the sacrifice of certainly a number of agencies in cooperation with each other, but especially because of the efforts of the Navy SEALs. Well, not only are the leading men in Act of Valor actual servicemen willing to work on this project when off duty, but the directors also employed a number of, shall we say, unconventional production techniques, which included live ammunition and explosives. Now, there are many films that require their audiences to suspend their disbelief somewhat. Act of Valor does not require that of its audience, because everything that happens in the film is based upon an actual event, a real life encounter that has taken place on the battlefield. For example, Congressional Medal of Honor recipient Mike Mansour, who incidentally was the first Navy SEAL to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor since Vietnam, jumped upon a grenade in order to save his team members. Also, another SEAL who, having taken multiple near-fatal hits during a firefight, continued and subsequently killed all the bad guys. And such valor is depicted in this film. So now, if you are looking for some typical Hollywood action drama or blockbuster Oscar performance, this is not that film. If, however, you're looking for a gripping view of the real deal, or perhaps you're a service member or a former service member who has kept wishing that someone in Hollywood would one day get it right. Well, this didn't come out of Hollywood, but you're going to be very grateful for this film. I'm Johnny Price, and this has been another of our Talking Head film analyses.